Welcome back to a Faster PC live support. I know you've been waiting all week for this show. Well, you don't have to wait any longer. Get excited. This time, this is exciting. We're actually going to be helping people resolve their computer problems. We may help you resolve your computer problems. So give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Or you can head over to our Facebook or YouTube video. Either go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Go to YouTube. YouTube channel is kind of new, and we don't have as many likes over there, but get over there and you can watch the show there as well. Or you can head to our website at fasterpc.com. We have links to both our Facebook page and our YouTube channel where you can watch this show in its entirety. And you know what? If you're driving down the road, you're doing other things, you're not able to watch right now, you'll be able to watch the show in its entirety at your convenience after the show is over. So, but if you have a computer question, if you have a computer problem, if something's not working, now is your chance to get your problem solved for free. Give us a call, 772-340-1590, and let's can help you on this show resolve your computer problem. Also, we do have technicians that are standing by in the shop ready to resolve computer problems, and we'll be there today until 2, but you don't have to wait until then. Remember, computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your questions, ready to help you resolve your computer and technical issues as well. So give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Of course, you can also type your question into the comment section of the live video going on right now. And, we had multiple people do that last week and got their questions answered. And the week before, we had people that did that. And the week before, no, it doesn't happen every week, but you can do it every week. You can get your computer questions answered every week. This is your chance. This is your time. You don't have to wait. You don't have to linger any longer. This is the time to get things done and to get your computer questions answered. So this is what we want to do. We want to go over this with you and give you an opportunity to answer your computer questions. And one of the questions I know some of you have, because the World Series just started last night, and one of the questions that I know some of you have is how do you watch the World Series if you're not actually if you don't have a subscription out there? How do you watch the World Series? So we'll be going over that today, as well as answering your questions. But I know there are people, again, that don't have cable that want to watch the World Series. And then I'm sure there are other people out there that have cable, but you're wondering, well, I would like to drop cable because the price just keeps going up. And if I drop cable, how would I watch the World Series? Now, maybe you're not a baseball fan. Maybe you want to watch something else. But if you want to watch the World Series, we'll talk about that here in just a few minutes. And so this is something that you'll want to watch and take part in. Now, it's actually really cool because the World Series is on Fox, and Fox is in West Palm Beach, and it's a station that has a strong enough signal and is close enough to, if you're listening in the radio to the radio today, to this show on the radio, if you're listening on the internet, I can't speak because you could be in anywhere. I mean, we have people in other parts of the country and perhaps even other parts of the world that watch this show on the internet, on our Facebook page or YouTube channel. But you can actually, if you're listening on the radio, you're going to be close enough to the Fox station in West Palm Beach that in most cases that you'll be able to actually watch that with a digital antenna. And you can probably even get a digital antenna that you just connect directly to your computer, or excuse me, directly inside your house. One of the ones that you kind of hang on the wall, or maybe put in a window. We have we know people that are doing this, that are actually getting some of the some of the local channels. And when you get Fox, you get about 5 different channels. So but you get that main feed, plus you get a Spanish feed. You get a feed that shows oldies. A lot of times you get a kids feed. You get about 5 channels for every channel that you have there. But but this is really cool to be able to get this. Now, if you want better reception, you want to be able to pick up more channels, you can get one of the antennas that's designed to be outside, and it's going to have various arms that actually capture the signal. And you can actually point that. These are designed to be directed so that they can actually be mounted on a pole. And there's a little button that actually will turn it around 360 degrees. And then it gets to one point and it goes back the other way, because obviously you've got a cable connected to it. So you don't want to really have an issue where you're having problems with that cable. So, but this is something that's really cool, to be able to actually have that feature, to be able to watch these channels. Now, we had one of these antennas at one point, and we had ours in the attic. We didn't get as good of reception in the attic as we would have gotten if we would have put it outside, but you can put it outside as well. You can put it outside on a pole, and of course, the older types of antennas, you probably are familiar with those if you're older, because there was a time where most people didn't have cable TV, and most people were dependent on antennas. And I remember growing up, we got maybe 1 or 2 channels, and if it was overcast, you might get 1 or 2 more. I think we actually, if it was overcast one day, we actually got some feed out of Miami, which was pretty cool. So, but one of the things that you're able to do today with these antennas is you're able to get multiple channels. And again, the Fox network is the easiest to pick up, and of course you can watch the game live that way. And if you had a DVR, you probably could set it to record, and you could watch it in delay as well. Now, other ways that you can watch this, you can subscribe to one of the streaming channels, one of the streaming platforms. So AT&T or DirecTV, they've changed the name from DirecTV Now to ATT Now, TV Now, and I can't remember what they are right now, but they have a streaming package. YouTube TV has a streaming package. Sling TV has a streaming package, and Sling actually has an orange plan and a blue plan, and so you can actually look, and it's possible. One of the things, if you're looking for a streaming plan, you want to look at what shows you like to watch, what channels they're on, and then look at the various offerings and see whether those channels are offered in those plans and those packages. And so what you're going to want to look at here with Sling is, it's possible you might only need one or the other, but maybe you need both of them. And then there are other Hulu Live TV, and there's a really funny commercial with Jalen Hurts where they changed the name on the back of his jersey to Hulu Has Live Sports, and they ask, one of the players, one of his teammates asked him, "Has your name always been Hulu Has Live Sports?" And he says, "Yeah, I guess it has." So that's a funny commercial that's out there. But there are many options to be able to watch streaming television, and I actually watched the game last night. I did have to get audio ready for the studios, and so I did part of that last night before watching the game, and I started watching the game in delay, and and I actually, by doing that, I'm able to fast forward through most of the commercials. Occasionally I might want to run to the kitchen and grab something, or run to the bathroom, and I might want to just let the commercials play. Of course, I could also pause it. And but I was able, and by the time I was done with the game went into extra innings. Very, very exciting game, by the way. If you missed it, you could subscribe to one of these channels. I mean, you probably won't be able to watch it in the past. What you do have to do to be able to watch it in delay is you have to go to that channel, and then you have to actually select that you want to watch that, you want it to record that channel or that program. And what I've done is I've chosen that all of the Major League Baseball postseason I want it to record. So last night I just found the game live. I clicked on it. YouTube TV asked me if I wanted to watch live, or if I wanted to join live, or if I wanted to watch from the beginning. I chose from the beginning, and again, I was able to just fast forward through commercials. It's amazing how many commercials are in a game, and boy, you can really cut out all of that, or most of it at least, and save yourself some time, and of course be able to watch it when it's convenient for you. So definitely watch that.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio here, heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour right here on this station and stream live to our Facebook page. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, ready to answer your computer questions. So you know what? If you have questions, well, we can't answer them unless you ask them. Our number, if you want to have your computer questions answered, is 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. Also, you can type your questions into the comment section of our live Facebook video that's happening right now over at Facebook. You can go there, search for a Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Or you just go to our website, afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. We're here. We're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. From the founding of our company, a Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to a Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean a Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups, to QuickBooks, Manysoft, and SoftIn support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of a Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, a Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to a Faster PC, or a Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio, this is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there. Just go to www.afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC Radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page. Or you can go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comment section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show, or just give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772-878-5978, and we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your questions, ready to help you resolve your computer and technical issues as well. And one thing that I did want to just mention, we were just talking about streaming the World Series games on your television, on your computer, various ways that you can do that, and of course also watching it on with a digital antenna. That's another way that you can actually watch the games. But there is an additional way. First of all, with the streaming packages, they all have trials. And I do know some people that have signed up for trials just for, let's say, the World Series or something like that, and have been able to watch. And that certainly is something that you could do if you want to. You also, Major League Baseball also does have a subscription, and they have a channel. And by the way, during the regular season, you can watch for free. They have really virtually every day of the season, they have a free game of the day. And it's, of course, not your team every day. It's a different set of teams every day. But you can watch if you're a lover of baseball, but you don't necessarily have to watch your team every time they play. Well, you can actually sign up and watch the free game of the day. And of course, periodically they might have a team that you're more interested in than others, so you might want to check that out on those days. Or maybe you want to watch baseball every day, and you're okay one day watching the Orioles and the next day watching the Brewers, and the next day, I'm just throwing out teams here, but you're going to be able to watch those games. Well, they also have a subscription for the postseason and for the World Series, and that includes actually watching the World Series. And so you can actually get this, and it's pretty cool. It's actually a low price, $24.99. You can watch, and there are apps that are available for Roku, also for other Amazon Fire Stick. You can actually watch these and watch this right there. So that's another way that you can do this. And we have Andy on the line. Welcome to a Faster PC live technical support. Andy, how can we help you today?
Hey, good morning, Brian, and thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a PC that was working fine, and then the next day when I went to start it up, it would start. Press the power button, it would lock for a moment, and then go right back off. Put it on the power cord for a while to start. Thought maybe it was just out of power, and still couldn't get it to start. And when I felt the underside of the PC, it was very hot in one spot, which I assumed is where the battery. I'm just wondering, what do I do now?
Yeah, is this a desktop computer or a laptop computer?
It's a laptop. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an HP Palladium, Pandemonium, or something.
Okay. So most likely where it's hot is where the processor is. So a lot of times laptops, the processor and the chipset controls everything that happens on the motherboard, and the motherboard is kind of like, well, it's the main board that everything plugs into. The processor's there, the CPU, which does all the mathematical calculations, the RAM, which is your temporary memory, the hard drive or the SSD, depending on what you have there, that's plugged in there. Your USB ports, your HDMI if you have HDMI on it, your Ethernet if you have that, your wireless adapter, your video, those are all connected. Your camera, the wireless antennas, those are all connected into the motherboard somehow. Although the wireless antennas are probably connected into the wireless card, which is connected into the motherboard. So your keyboard, your touchpad, all of this, the power button, the DC jack, or the jack that gets the computer the power, the motherboard the power, that's all plugged into to the motherboard. So the CPU and the chipset heat up, and they typically have a heat sink and a heat pipe that will take the heat back or to the side, one or the other, depending on the design of the system, and they'll go to and the heat pipes are typically copper that conducts heat very well, and then it goes out to a aluminum radiator, and you have a fan that blows air over that radiator. So when you're seeing heat, most often it's coming from that area where the processor and the chipset is. The fact that it's getting hot tells you that the processor's getting power. But obviously, if you're not getting any display, that's not a good sign. So one of the things, and with a laptop, when you turn it on, you don't always see a fan. Typically, you'll see a light that indicates that things are on, and so you'll want to actually look at that light and see. You'll also typically see a light that indicates that the DC jack is plugged in, although maybe not in every computer. So you just have to know the indications on your computer. One thing also is to listen for sound. Sometimes with a laptop, the computer is actually working fine, but maybe the screen's not working. And if that's the case, what will happen is your computer will actually boot into Windows, and you may even hear whatever Windows tone comes when it actually boots into Windows. Although, if you have a password or a PIN, maybe it doesn't get that far, so you won't hear that. If you have an external monitor that you can plug in, you could plug that into the computer. Typically, the newer computers have HDMI. Older laptops have VGA. Some of the ones that are in the middle might have VGA and HDMI, but you'll be able actually to test it out that way. Now, what we would do is we would definitely test it that way with the feed off of the video source of the computer itself, and then we would also look for other options like pulling the back off of the computer with the power disconnected and the battery disconnected, reseating the RAM. RAM is random access memory, and sometimes also pulling the battery from the computer. If there's a battery that holds BIOS settings or CMOS settings, that controls a lot that happens on the computer. Sometimes the settings can become corrupt and can keep the computer from really what happens when you turn your computer on. There's a short test that's run called a post test, POST, And if the computer doesn't pass that post test, whether it's a laptop, all-in-one, or desktop, you don't get a video. So, so sometimes there's a setting in the BIOS that actually is corrupt and is preventing the computer from passing that post test or from booting into Windows. So resetting the BIOS can do that. Now some computers hold the BIOS information with the battery and the power, and some of them hold it. They actually have an extra battery on the motherboard itself. Now opening up a laptop sometimes is tricky. Some of the newer ones are easier than the older ones, but there can be a lot of screws. Sometimes the screws are different sizes, so it's important if you are going to open up a laptop that you keep track of where the screws went. What I actually do is I actually take a piece of paper and I tape the screws in the same order that they came off of the laptop, so that I know how to put them back in the same order. So there's also little plastic clips that sometimes can be broken. So you want to be cautious with that. But we would actually go in there and we would actually check and see what's going on and why you're having that issue, and look at that and try to determine that what is actually causing the problem. Sometimes it can be RAM that's causing it. Sometimes it can be a BIOS setting. Sometimes maybe the processor's going bad. The motherboard could go bad. You could have an issue with the DC jack where it's not supplying power to the board. And then when your battery runs out, you're not going to be able to get the system to boot up. Does that answer your questions a little bit? I know we gave you several different ways to look, but unfortunately, you have to try different things. There's you can't just look at it and say, well, oh, this is what it is. You have to actually try different things, and you want to try the easiest thing first, the thing that requires the least amount of work first. And obviously the least amount of work would be, first of all, making sure you have a light that indicates that the power adapter is plugged in, that you also have a light that indicates that the computer's turned on, checking an external monitor if you have that. If not, maybe you can borrow one from someone. Those are the things without opening it up, because opening it up is a whole nother ball of wax. Some of our customers, by the way, are very capable of opening their computer and getting in there. And some of our customers, when they open their computer, bad things happen because they don't really know what they're doing. And so, sometimes you can create more work than what it's worth by opening it yourself. But, you're definitely welcome to give it a try.
Okay. Well, Brian, thank you so much. I may look at it, but I think I need to come see you. So thank you.
Well, we'll be here today until 2, and Monday through Friday we'll be here 9 to 5 as well. So.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. And when customers open the computers, like I was saying, some of our customers are very capable. In fact, we recently had a woman that came into our office, and I know her. I wouldn't have pictured her as being someone that's mechanically inclined or anything like that, but she actually did have a laptop. She opened it up herself. She brought it to us because she wasn't able to solve the problem, and we were able to kind of solve the problem, but we weren't 100% sure whether the problem was going to reoccur, because we didn't actually replace parts. But we did open it up, showed her what to do if the problem happened again, and so we were but I was really kind of surprised that she was able to do that. But she was able to do that. And then we've had other customers that have tried to open their computer and tried to do various things, and sometimes they've totally wrecked their computer or really messed it up pretty badly. So we don't really know why why, whether you are capable of opening your computer, but we definitely can give you some pointers if you want to do that. And on a laptop or on an all-in-one, there typically are various clips, and a lot of times those are plastic. And we use either a razor blade or a thin piece of metal or plastic that's actually designed to kind of slowly pry the components off, so that we can actually get in there and get the computer open. With a laptop, you're looking at typically the newer laptops removing the bottom cover. That would be for starters. On an all-in-one, you typically are looking at removing the back part of the computer from the screen, and sometimes the motherboard is actually connected to the back part of the computer, and sometimes it's connected to the screen. And with a desktop, it's pretty easy. A lot of times you're just looking at sliding off the side, and then you have access to a lot of components. Although with some of the newer, smaller laptops, you do have to do some pivoting or removing of certain components, such as a DVD drive, although a lot of times even in the newer ones, they're not even coming with that. But sometimes you do have to remove a drive or pivots a piece of metal out of the way. And so there are various ways that you can actually look at that. And of course, if you're out there and you're saying, hey, this sounds too complicated for me, well, we are open, and we're at 7190 South US 1, and we'll be here today until 2, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio heard on this station every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up. 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now, or give us a call, 772-340-1590, so we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of A Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, A Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to A Faster PC, or A Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC has been here, and as Florida begins to open for business,
The Faster PC.
will remain open to repair computers 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 Saturdays. We offer curbside drop-off and pickup and on-site service where a Faster PC can come to you. And we can fix many computer problems remotely without requiring any in-person contact. A Faster PC is also working to help our customers set up remote access so that employees can continue to work and be productive from home. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 next to the new Dollar General in Port St. Lucie, and on the web at
www.afasterpc.com.
that's www.afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. Again, that's 772-878-5978. Even in times like these, when you have computer problems,
You need a Faster PC.
welcome back to A Faster PC Radio. This is the last segment of today's show. We'd love to answer your computer questions, but if you don't call, we can't answer. Give us a call. The number to have your computer question answered is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590, or you can hop on over to our Facebook page, A Faster PC, and actually from there, you can type your question into the comment section. So again, just a few more minutes to answer your questions. We did want to remind you also that not only can you ask your questions at the Facebook page or by calling 772-340-1590, but you can also watch the video as well. So some of the questions that I'm answering, as I answer those questions, I'll be able actually to show you the steps that you go through to resolve computer problems. And if you're not where you can watch it right now, that's fine. You can watch it at your convenience shortly after the show's over. It'll be up there on our Facebook page. You can get there one of two ways. Either go to our website, afasterpc.com. We have a link that says listen to a Faster PC radio. If you click on that, it'll take you to our Facebook page, or go to Facebook and search for A Faster PC. We also wanted to remind you that in the shop we have technicians standing by today to work on computers and resolve computer problems. We're at 7190 South US 1, and our number in the office is 772-878-5978. And of course, we're here to answer your questions. Well, your computer questions, and we could answer other questions, but we're here specifically to answer computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
And we are back ready to answer your questions. So give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. By the way, our audio feed over to the studios, I'm told, is very good, very clear. Our audio and video feed over to YouTube, YouTube says it's excellent. For some reason, going over to Facebook, we are having massive amounts of frame drops, way more than normal. Not sure what's going on there, because again, we have enough bandwidth to actually get the process going. We'll have to test that over the week. I don't know if Facebook is just having an issue, but those that are watching on Facebook, I know we have some people watching on Facebook. If you could just give us some feedback, let us know if you're experiencing any delays or any problems, and we will try to get some of the, if it's not a good quality, we can actually, one of the things we always do is I record these shows and then I could restream it later. And of course, one of the things we have done in the last few weeks is we've taken some of the segments, not every segment, but we've taken some segments and we've put those up as standalone videos. So we'll probably definitely do that with the World Series streaming portion of this, and probably with that laptop troubleshooting portion as well. One of the things that I did want to actually go over is just for something that's very, very important for businesses, for organizations, for medical offices, dental offices, accounting offices, attorney offices. If you're talking about churches or ministries or nonprofits, breaches. We talk about cybersecurity and how to protect yourself, how to protect your computer. I mean, this is even important for individuals as well. Learning how to actually determine whether something is legitimate, whether an email is legitimate, whether you should respond to an email, whether you should click on that email, whether you should reply, whether you should open up an attachment, because clicking on the wrong a link on the wrong email or opening an attachment on the wrong email could actually lead to your computer being infected. It could lead to the files on your computer being encrypted. That's known as ransomware, where your files, and what are we talking about when we talk about files? Well, we're talking about your pictures, we're talking about Word documents, Excel documents, PowerPoint documents, PDF documents. We're talking about videos. You may not have all of those on your computer. Some people, have a lot of those. Some people only have some. But whatever you have, the data that you store, that's what we're talking about encrypting. And the thing is, you might get an email that says it's from Bank of America, or says it's from Facebook, or says it's from YouTube, Google, or says it's from Microsoft, and they've detected a problem with your computer. Sometimes it's call this number, and you call that number. Is that number a good number to call? Should you actually look at that? So, one of the things that is critical is to learn how to determine whether an email is good, whether it's not good. And one of the things that we offer at Faster PC, one of the services we offer is cyber awareness training. And what happens with this is you're actually trained, your employees are trained, your staff is trained. Even if you're an individual and you want to sign up for this, you can be trained so that you're actually able to protect yourself and learn from this. And even one of the things that's really neat is that emails are actually sent to you to actually try to trick you into clicking on the link or opening an attachment. And when you do, rather than something really bad happening, you simply get a notice that says that, whoops, you clicked on this phishing link, and this is not a real phishing link, so you're not really in danger, but this is a training experience. It's a learning experience so that you can learn that really you shouldn't have clicked on that link. That link is a link that's designed to try to trick you into clicking on that link. So it's really the good guy sending you a link to actually trick you into clicking so that you can learn from your mistake, so that hopefully when a real phishing email or a real dangerous email comes up, you're not actually having an issue where you're actually clicking on that. You actually determine that that's not a good link to click on. So why is this so important? Why is it so important that you are trained, that if you have employees that they're trained, if you work at a business, that your coworkers are trained, your boss is trained even. Bosses don't always know what to click on and what not to click on. In fact, a lot of times they don't know a lot about computers. And so why is it so important, though? Well, when we talk about breaches, 91% of breaches happen because someone lets the person in, whether that's you using your own personal computer, or whether that's an employee clicking on a link, or opening an attachment, or calling a number, and then letting hackers or scammers into your computer or your computer network. This is what we're talking about. 91% of all breaches start with a link. And by the way, some of these guys are getting better, and the scammers and the hackers are getting better and better and better at this. And one of the things that's helping them to be better at it is artificial intelligence. So they're actually having, with artificial intelligence, what you actually have is with artificial intelligence, the person in another country that speaks another language can actually write out what they want to say and have ChatGPT, for instance, rephrase that in English. So you probably have seen emails that just don't make sense. You read it and you're like, oh, this is definitely a scam, because the people don't even understand how to speak English. Whoever wrote this doesn't speak English. And it's kind of like, you see some products, and we see products sometimes that, my wife bought some garden staples. I mean, I had garden staples, and because I use them in my garden. Well, my wife was doing a project and said, "Hey, I'm going to take some of his garden staples," and she ended up using all my garden staples. And she said, "Well, that's okay. I'll just order some more garden staples, and they'll get here before he even knows." Well, I actually needed them before they got there, but so I did figure it out that she had used my garden staples. But the new package that we got said, the slogan of the company is "Do homework easy way." So it's like they obviously didn't use ChatGPT to translate that. They have a slogan that makes sense in their own language, and they ran it through some sort of translator, and it didn't do a good job of translating it into English. And that's the way a lot of these emails were coming. But the hackers and the scammers are now starting to use ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, to actually retranslate or to translate this phrase or this email into English so that it's using proper English, so that it makes sense, and they're getting better and better and better at looking like a good, legitimate email. And really, the most dangerous of these emails is when they've been discovering who you are and learning things about you. Maybe they've even gotten into a business email at your account or at your company, and they haven't really let you know that they're there yet. But they're there, they're watching emails, they're seeing who emails who, what types of documents they email, and then they send something that comes from someone that you would be expecting to receive something from. It's the type of email that you would be expecting to receive. It's the type of document you would be expecting to receive. And you open it up, and then you realize, whoops, I'm in trouble because this document didn't open. In fact, a lot of people don't even realize that they're having a problem. They just go to open the document, nothing happens. So they try to open it again, nothing happens, or they don't see anything happen because the document doesn't open. But really, it is opening. What's happening is rather than working like a regular document, it actually is unleashing a malicious script on your computer that starts actually encrypting data, or just infects your computer, or maybe they just have residents there, and then they're going to try to use that to gain greater foothold and to elevate their permission. See if is the username that they're logged in with, does it have admin rights? If it doesn't have admin rights, how can they get admin rights? How can they elevate that account to have admin rights? Can they learn more information? Can they see files? Can they start encrypting data on the computer? Can they start exfiltrating, taking the data out of your computer or out of your network to their system? Because one of the things that they're doing, in addition to encrypting data, they also are taking your data to their server. And part of the ransom is not just to get your data back. Part of the ransom is that they're going to release your data to the dark web if you don't pay them the ransom. And of course, that data, think about the type of data that you have. If you have a personal computer, there's a very good chance that you have tax returns on your computer. Even if you don't file your own taxes, your accountant probably sent you a copy and you received it. It's on your computer. It might be in the downloads folder, might be in the documents folder. If you prepare your own taxes, it's probably there, right there for someone to grab. If you're a company, you might have your employees' Social Security numbers, and of course, your tax return is going to have your Social Security number. It's going to have your date of birth. It's going to have your address. You might have credit card information about some of your customers on your computers. You might have some sensitive information, so you wouldn't want that available on the dark web. So one of the key things that we're talking about here is educating yourself so that you can determine whether it's okay to click on that link, or whether it's okay to open an attachment. And we actually, the service that we provide actually even has a link inspector where you can, if you're not sure, you can actually have that plug in, check out the link to determine whether it's safe or not. And we can provide this service to you for, again, businesses. We can provide it for all different types of organizations and even individuals as well to help educate you so that you can keep yourself safe.
And we're coming to the end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show or just want to listen to it again or watch it again, because you can do that at our Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can not only hear the show, but also see the show. And when we've described and shown you how to resolve computer problems, you can actually see that and watch it over and over again at our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can get there by going to our website of fasterpc.com and clicking on the links. We're open today until 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, we're open from 9 to 5, and next Saturday, we'll be open from 9 to 2. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on WPSL. The title to tomorrow's sermon is The Real Reason There Is Conflict in the Middle East. Is this a sign that we're in the end times? Part 2. You can listen to other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, or our church Facebook page, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. You can find a Faster PC's Facebook page and YouTube channel by searching for a Faster PC on Facebook and YouTube, or by going to our website and clicking on the links. While there, you can actually watch the show, not only hear the show, but also watch the show and see the steps that we go through to actually resolve computer problems. A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 on the east side of US 1, just north of Rio Mar. We're also on the web at www.afasterpc.com. Again, that's afasterpc.com. And you can reach us at 772-878-5978. Again, 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
Don't you know by now you need a faster PC?
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Isn't it about time that we protect every human being in America, including the preborn? Go to personhoodflorida.com today to sign the Human Life Protection Amendment to establish liberty and justice for all. Again, that's personhoodflorida.com.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie.
Body was found